York's classic rock, Q1043.
And we're happy to welcome to the studio this morning the president of TNA Wrestling, Carlos Silva. Good morning, sir.
How you doing, Jim? Good to see you.
I'm doing fine. You know, we're all excited about Slammiversary at UBS Arena on July 20th, and we, of course, will have tickets to give away all week long during our 740 contests. But I learned just minutes ago something very interesting that I wanted to ask you about. Now, you are a slender guy. You have a flat stomach. You don't have big bulging arms or biceps or a big thick neck or anything like that. And yet, I understand you do Ironman competitions?
I do, yeah. I'm a little dumb that way, but yes.
No,
I'm out there running. I'm out there running and biking and swimming every day for sure.
Because when I see Ironman competitions on TV, I see like monster men.
Yes, and they train and for these things for months and months.
Doing them, and you go and do them?
Sure, I go and do them. I don't go and win them. I go and do them. There's a big difference. But yes, I'm trying to fight Father Time, as we all are, and this is the way, this is the fight that I'm given. But yeah, I love to get out there every morning and get my workout in, and it makes the rest of my day go much better.
Well, TNA Wrestling is heading into the most important live event ever, and it is Slammiversary. It's going to be live on pay-per-view on Sunday, July 20th, but it's going to be live in person right in our area at UBS Arena, which is, of course, home of the New York Islanders. And this is going to be a very, very big and special event, not only for TNA Wrestling, but also for the arena itself.
Absolutely. John Ledecky, the owner of the Islanders and the arena, has become a great friend to TNA and has really helped us to come to the city. Biggest event of the year, maybe biggest event ever for TNA in the greatest city on the planet. And super excited. If you haven't been out to the arena, it's a beautiful new arena. We've done some promotion. We did some promotion during the Islanders games with some of our wrestlers that was super fun. And look, we hope everyone comes out. Great to come by and bring a few tickets for you and get some fans out there and fill the place up, because we think it's going to be the biggest event ever for TNA.
Well, a big pro wrestling event is a lot more than a bunch of people in the ring. It's a real audience, immersive entertainment experience, a spectacle even. There's so much involved. Of course, you have the people in the ring, but you have the lights, and you have the music, and you have the crowd, and you have the cheers for their favorite stars, and you have the boos for, the bad guys. I mean, it's like a whole big experience. I kind of liken it in a way to a Kiss concert. If Kiss fans went to a show and there were four guys in blue jeans standing on a stage performing songs, they'd be upset. They would feel ripped off. You need the big show, and that's what professional wrestling and TNA at its best provides.
Yeah, it really is amazing. I mean, the sports and entertainment melding that pro wrestling is all about it's really like nothing that you could ever see. And look, it's always great on TV. It's great to watch. But when you're like any great sporting event or any great concert, when you're there live, it's different. And you're right. The crowd is part of the show. The entrances are part of the show, the chanting, the singing along with the songs, seeing Joe Henry come out and have everyone sing a song, or see the Hardys come out and from the first note, everyone knows it the same way that they would
when
any great
one of their
concert.
Favorite songs.
It really is. It's amazing.
And you have a superstar lineup.
The whole lineup, the card that's going to happen at Slammiversary from top to bottom, from our World Championship match with Trick to Santana and Joe Henry, to an amazing ladder match with the Hardys and some of our other great tag teams, to a title for the women's championship, amazing, women's tag team match, amazing. I mean, it just keeps going and going. And by the way, Jim, there's going to be more. It's not over yet. And the team back at the home office, if you will, they're always cooking up some other items and surprises that are going to come up during Slammiversary.
Well, that whole ladder thing, that is just, that's scary. It scares me.
So, yeah, I'm very excited.
We'll be excited to see you at the show and see how you feel after watching it for so many years, and then being able to be in the arena and see these amazing,
just want to hear
athletes. It'd be great.
Music, I can't wait. That's what I'm really
Yeah.
Well, and Trevor's going to hook up with our winners
Yeah, everyone who wins this week.
at the event. And, well, now, let's see, it's less than half an hour now before we give away the first pair. We thank you for coming by and bringing us the tickets so we can spread them around to TNA wrestling fans. With the Hardys, there's going to be a young guy from New Jersey.
You're a really big fan of Casey.
Yeah.
You really are.
But, he is, we had an opportunity to spend some time with him. He's just so excited because even though it's scary, he idolizes his opponents. It's like you're up into the major leagues all of a sudden, and the pitcher that you're going to face is very intimidating, but you were a fan of that pitcher before you were in the major leagues, and wow, this is exciting. This guy's pitching to me.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, TNA has we have a unique mix because we have so many great up-and-comers, and, Casey's a great example of that, still young, early in his career, learning, seeing what's happening in the locker room from the absolute legends that he was watching 10 years ago when he was just a kid on his couch thinking about this. And it creates this great mix. You see, Leon Slater is going to be in a X Division championship match against our longest champion ever in Moose. And Leon is being coached along by Matt Hardy and talked a lot with Matt. He takes such pride in bringing Leon along. And athletes don't often get that opportunity to be able to get coached up by a legend. And I think it's one of the unique things that we have in TNA.
Well, how do people get tickets to be there live at UBS Arena on July 20th? And for those who can't be there in person, how do people get the pay-per-view set up?
So pay-per-view is available on a bunch of different platforms, including Triller TV and TNA Plus. And please just go to TNA Plus, and you could subscribe and get the pay-per-view. And we look forward to bringing the greatest show ever to both our digital and pay-per-view audience, but certainly for everyone in the arena here in the New York City area.
And for tickets?
For tickets, you can go to TNA.com and you can buy your tickets through the arena, as well as Ticketmaster for UBS Arena.
By the way, among other major accomplishments in your life, I know that you were an executive producer of the Olympic Games in Vancouver. This has been quite a career.
Yeah, that was quite an event, and got the opportunity from the greatest ever in Mr. Ebersol to help with one of the other NBC networks, Universal Sports at the time, to produce an Olympics game. It was really special.
All right. Well, TNA Wrestling President Carlos Silva, thanks for the tickets. Thanks for the visit. And have a wonderful time. I know you're going to be there celebrating at Slammiversary on July 20th.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. Great to see you this morning.
New York's classic rock, Q1043.